So, welcome to Imbeciles of the Modern Age, Episode 2. Your absolute favorite podcast where we just get drunk and talk bullshit for an hour and a half. I'm Big K. Across from me is Warm Flappy Flapjacks.
Hello.
To my left is Kel J, news correspondent.
Hey!
And diagonally from me is the Cause.
I mean, is that a lot of O's or a lot of Z's?
A lot of O's, man. We have to drag it out.
Yeah.
Sound engineer, Fat Crash Jackman. Over there recording on his little ColecoVision, it looks like, over here.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice.
What's that? The guitar, piano thing? What was that called?
Keytar.
A keytar.
That's what it
A
is.
keytar.
Yeah.
Keytars are sweet. Can we bring those back?
Yeah.
We need to.
Why did that have to die with the 80s?
Come on. That's a good one.
Like, out of everything that died with the 80s, I feel like the keytar is the one thing that could have stayed around. Like, fuck hair metal and get all that shit out of here, but bring back the keytar, man.
It's probably still alive in K-pop.
Well, every now and then you'll see somebody playing one, but it's usually this indie fucking, like, experimental.
I think it's ironic.
Sucks ass.
I think it's ironically, though. Like,
Yeah.
play a guitar.
I can't play or sing, so I'll have something weird.
What's the instrument that looks like a keyboard, but you, like, blow into it?
I'd rather learn to play the theremin. I think that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
That's that little weird thing that
You don't touch?
that like the X-Files ass
The thing, you know,
keyboard
okay.
thing. Yeah, you don't touch it. You just wave your hands over it and
That
it makes
thing's black
alien
magic.
noises.
I don't think
It's
that.
like alien black magic. You don't fuck with
voodoo,
that.
bro.
Alien black magic, that is.
Dude, yeah, I mean, think of that.
So a lot of things happen in
This has been a hell of a week.
it's been a crazy week. It's been a crazy week.
It's a hell of a week. It's been, and I don't even remember the last time that the news was just exploding, basically with just random insane
When was
shit.
April 10th? Was that
That was Monday.
Monday.
That was Monday.
All right, well, this week kicked off with Monday.
Monday was
with the resignation of Montgomery, Alabama Governor Robert Bentley.
Yep.
He resigned on Monday within 3 days when they began impeachment proceedings. His power and popularity diminished by a sex scandal that staggered the state, brought him to the brink of impeachment, and prompted a series of criminal investigations. Ellen Brooks, a special prosecutor, said Mr. Bentley quit in connection with a plea agreement on 2 misdemeanor charges: failing to file a major contribution report and knowingly converting campaign contributions to personal use. He pled guilty Monday afternoon, and then they show a picture of his mugshot in his suit and tie.
So he's every politician that's ever existed ever.
Yeah, he was having a sexual relationship with Rebecca Caldwell, his senior political advisor, who is
juicy.
married and with kids.
That's juicy.
Is she doable?
She's older.
Does
She's
it
like
matter?
45 or something.
It matters to me.
Okay. It,
Why do you
it
wanna
matters to
do-
cause.
So what was the main scandalous thing about it? The fact that they were both married and banging?
Like, that's the time.
He was using state funds for
for
their
personal use.
for their
For their
personal
wrongs.
For them to
activities.
shag.
Dates are expensive,
And
man.
he was also like bribing the internal staff to not say anything, or he would threaten to fire them, or
Right.
you'll never work in the state of Alabama again if you tell anybody about this. And
super scandalous.
He would like manipulate
dickhead.
security and police to do what he wanted to do to help hide his affair from his wife, who
Yo.
found out, by the way, because this old 74-year-old governor, I forgot to tell you his age, he texted emojis saying, "I love you, you're beautiful, Rebecca." He accidentally texted that to his wife of like 30
Once
years.
again, elderly misusing technology.
And then she
Strikes.
started doing the iPhone
Yeah,
trailing.
and then she did the iCloud.
Or the iCloud to see his
iCloud.
messages.
Yeah, so all of the messages showed up for her.
Yep.
Which kind of goes back to our first episode with technology. So technology, guys out there, if you're a scandalous piece of shit who's cheating on your wife, you might not want to do it with technology.
Dude, that shit's impossible anymore,
gotta
man.
cover
This
your
ain't,
tracks.
this ain't the 80s anymore. You can find anything about anybody at any time. You think that shit's gonna go away? Nah, bro. That shit goes into a huge server sitting somewhere in a bunker
Back
in
in the
New
day,
Mexico.
you had to either find out by word of mouth or like hire a private investigator.
Yeah.
Now you just sign into somebody's iCloud and you're like, what the fuck's this? You're just sending eggplant emojis and the watermark thing just nonstop to this chick?
With a winky face and a
Look at
heart.
the pictures of my
It
dick
was the
all
heart
over the
winky
internet.
face,
Yeah.
according to the testimony.
Well, didn't he also say say that he breathed a huge sigh of relief? Like, it felt awesome that he was finally out because he felt relieved that a burden had been lifted?
Yes.
Well, your
like,
career's
what?
over,
You're totally.
stupid.
Why are you totally okay with this?
He says he's happy after resignation.
He's only saying that shit because his stupid ass got caught.
Yeah.
If he was so fucking burdened by the fact, then he wouldn't have kept it a secret for this long, anyways, right? Like, hey, whatever. I'm gonna be with this chick now.
How would you like to be one of the siblings or family member that got him the phone for like Christmas present or something that? You're like, oh shit, I taught him how to text and shit.
Well, I was gonna say, it was probably one of his grandkids.
How amazing
It was
is
probably
this?
one of his grandkids.
Grandma, Grandpa.
They taught Grandpa how to text.
How amazing is it that it happened in like the deep
Great
South, like the super religious, very by the book Bible belt?
Ultra conservative.
Ultra conservative.
And that's what he stood for as a governor.
Yeah,
He
traditional
was
values.
The family values.
I would
he's a Sunday school teacher.
Oh, I don't need
He's a Sunday school teacher. We found that out too.
I would be a lie.
Fantastic.
I would be lying if I said that I
Reverend.
didn't get a little bit of joy out of that when these ultra conservative traditional value guys get caught for doing the shit that they're not supposed to
I
be
wanted
doing.
to volunteer at the pound.
It's hilarious.
With like foster like dogs and like knit sweaters for the homeless and shit.
Why?
And then watch and just see it just as high as it can be, and then just you are a true piece.
Like
of
he just
shit.
gives to charity, and he's like super close with God, and he like rescued a 8-year-old child from a river.
Well, yeah, we all want to watch The Downfall, right?
That's fucking television.
You want to watch that. You got to watch that.
That's like 75% of media.
Yeah, you want to watch The Downfall of somebody powerful.
Anything like movies or show wise, I can see it rising to that point. It's gonna go through that game plan,
I have some
and it's just gonna fall off and rebuild. I'm out 20 minutes in. You see it coming, you're like, I don't want to be sad. Why are you making this fun just to make me fucking sad?
LJ actually found from the called, I assume, LoveGov, some of the text messages that were sent to this woman.
Okay.
I cannot wait for this. This has got to be good.
Well, he's 74, so
wanna
you
touch your
gotta
butt.
keep that in mind.
He looks like Skeletor. Like, looking at this man's face, he looks like he's been dead for 5 years, and he's just a puppet. Like, someone's just controlling him like a marionette.
Like their hand in the back of his head, just like, I want to cheat on my wife.
I'll let you just kale.
Yeah.
Today's letter is A for adultery. Yay!
That's right, yeah.
I sure miss you. I need you. I want you. You are the only one.
Except for my wife.
Of 50 years. Sorry, I said 30 years.
Well, at least
earlier.
he's very
It's 50.
vanilla with it, and he doesn't get, like, super filthy. At least he's just blunt with
He
it.
can barely operate a phone.
Those ones just haven't surfaced yet. You know, he's like, I popped 6 Viagras. I'm about to put a hole in your fucking back. It's gonna happen.
Just random.
It's gonna happen. You can't even run from it.
Shoulder blade.
I'm fucking high on bull shark testosterone and fucking Viagra, and I'm gonna annihilate
fuck you till your brain
I'm gonna
liquefies.
cripple you.
You ain't gonna walk again,
You're gonna
bitch.
be useless to any other man.
Mainline meth and go to town.
Jesus Christ.
So Governor Bentley says, let's go away. Rebecca, come away with me. I'm ready. Sweet thing. You handsome, wonderful, amazing, delicious, funny, sweet man, she says.
Good lord. That's a lot of adjectives.
He says, you are wonderful, my sweet love. I miss you. I am forever yours.
So I'm gonna call it
Forever yours
I'm gonna-
until, I die of a heart attack at age 8.
I'm gonna call that this is probably a smart play by her. I don't know. I don't want to be a pessimist, and maybe there's actual love there. But,
Come on.
but
You can hope and pray that something positive will come out of this, but
I'm thinking she's trying to get a book deal.
those odds are not in like good humanity's way. No.
She's getting that book deal, man. She's getting that book deal.
And fucking people buy books and fucking horse shit about everybody's fucking life. It doesn't matter at all.
Right. Caught up in this political scandal, right? Write a book and retire. She's like, dude, I'm trying to be retired before I'm 50, and I don't want to have to fuck 70-year-old dudes.
Who has 6 grandkids?
I'm just trying to retire.
That's a lot of grandkids to fight for some money.
So a big topic, right? Big topic that's happened this week that everybody's talking about, everybody's clowning on, everybody's making memes about is the United Airlines scandal.
Dr. David Dow, 69-year-old. He's a 69-year-old former doctor. Since they dug up his past, this man actually lost his license to practice medicine in Kentucky due to a sexual scandal years ago in which he traded prescription painkiller prescriptions for sex with men.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
Yeah, that's what everyone's bringing up right now.
No, that's not true.
That's absolutely true.
He didn't get charged for it because he convinced them that it was a reimbursement of a amount owed. And
yeah, they just had to pay the copay. He did the rest.
Yeah, it was like a loophole in the.
Either way, though, United can't avoid the shitstorm, and they're having to change all of their policies and update everything they do, regardless of whether this guy is a crook or not.
So you obviously you didn't see the events unfold from second one to however long the whole thing took over, right? But from the video that it was originally posted online, it obviously looked like the guy was probably wronged. I mean, they fucked the dude up. They roughed him up pretty good, and they dragged him out of there.
The man has to have surgery. His lawyer's suing.
Yeah.
He lost 2 teeth. His sinus is all fucked up, dude. He suffered a concussion. He has to get reconstructive surgery. They fucked him up.
But you would imagine that from the reaction of the other people that were on the plane is that that obviously they felt that the whole situation was escalated quite a bit, and that the police treatment towards him was unjust.
Well, you know what happened, right?
But they're obviously so united. I mean, here's the it's not just random fucking people that are finding out this scandalous shit about this dude or whatever, or about his past, that are trying to destroy his credibility. It's obviously United. It's obviously United that
his credibility was already gone.
But it was United that's paying the investigators to find out this stuff to destroy this guy's credibility, so that they can turn public opinion around.
And see,
we beat the fuck out of him a little bit, but
most of it lays on them, though.
He was banging dudes.
The reason why, because they go on the plane. It's leaving O'Hare Airport in Chicago. It's coming to Louisville, Kentucky, and the flight is overbooked. Mm-hmm. Airlines always have they always do this, man. They overbook flights because they're counting.
That's bullshit.
They're counting on people to be no-shows, and
still,
when they're counting
that's
on
bullshit, man. I don't think you should.
They got to sell those tickets, bro. They got to fill those seats. They got to get them out.
They get on the plane, though. That's fucked up.
What?
Do it before they get on the plane.
Oh, they don't care. They count on them, and this is one of those instances where there was not enough no-shows. So United's trying to get 4 employees onto this plane so they can fly from O'Hare in Chicago to Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah. So they're coming up and they're asking people to volunteer to give up their seats. Right. No one's doing it. So then they start offering the sweet spot incentives. We'll reimburse you your ticket prices. No one does. We'll reimburse your ticket prices and your hotel fare and give you $1,000 in cash. We'll put you up for the night. We'll get you on the next flight out. No one's doing it. The only people that did, there was a young couple in their 20s who begrudgingly got off the plane, and one other person. So once no one else volunteered, they approached Dr. Dow, this gentleman who was roughed up in the incident, and they asked him to leave. At that point, it's not voluntary. They're telling you to get off the plane. Yeah. But they cited him as disruptive and causing a scene and making it all uncomfortable for everybody, which, I mean, it's kind of right to a degree. He's like, no, I have to get back to Kentucky. I have to see patients in the morning. Right. And of course, the past being brought up and everything, who knows where the actual credibility or whatever. He's probably just a pissed off dude who didn't want to get off a flight. Yeah. Whatever.
You're right, it doesn't matter.
As was everybody else who didn't get caught.
So at this point, the security detail forcefully removes him from his seat, dragging him.
By his face.
Dragging him. Ending up knocking out 2 teeth, concussing the gentleman, and breaking
they knocked down a couple of teeth?
Yeah, he lost 2 teeth. He suffered a concussion, and it fucked up all of his, sinus shit. That's why he has to get that surgery.
Wow.
So they drag him off the plane, bloodied and beaten. He finds a way back on the plane to get back on it to go back to Louisville.
They said he didn't remember going back on the plane.
No, he's fucked up. His face is pouring blood, dude. He got the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah, and he looks fucked up.
They say he ended up slumping over into a seat in the front row and had to be taken out on a stretcher to a nearby hospital.
Yeah, he had brain trauma.
So they.
You see how hard? I mean, he hit the armrest hard enough to pop out teeth.
But see, United's just stacking shit up, man, because last month they had another incident where they didn't let 2 girls on the plane because they were wearing leggings. They thought it was offensive to people and it would cause them not to have a safe flight.
That was United too?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude.
I remember it was in United.
That shit's wrote in their guidelines. You can't have ripped jeans, leggings, anything of that kind of nature.
Joey Diaz just said today, he's like, I wore sweatpants on a plane the other day. It's like they were talking about the leggings being banned. He's like, I still regret that.
Yeah. Who the fuck's gonna care? You're pissing off like half your fucking customers flying, dude. What girl does not wear leggings in this day and age? Whether or not they should.
What the fuck men do?
I wear them like 6 days out of the week.
You really do, yeah. I mean, I would imagine. I mean, they look comfortable as hell.
I mean, if you could wear sweatpants
absolutely.
all the time.
But there's still a wrong way to do
Yeah,
that.
man, but that's the thing is like everybody's gonna peep my dick. You can't do that. Like if you're in certain areas, man. If I'm walking down the street past a middle school and I get sweatpants on, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Walking around with your dick, walking around with your fucking dick hanging out. Your goddamn crossing guard shows
Fuck
up.
that. Go to like Walmart.
You got your dick out around these kids? I'm like, no, man, I'm just wearing sweatpants.
Go grocery shopping just in sweatpants, but no drawers.
Yeah.
It is exciting.
That's sick, man.
It's exciting. It's like dangerous.
And this airline's fucking up again, dude. Yesterday they had a guy bit by a fucking scorpion.
Yeah, it fell out of the
Bit or
fucking
stung?
overhead.
A scorpion.
United Airlines gets stung
Scorpion
again.
fell out of the overhead compartment. Somehow had found its way on the plane. They don't know how. It landed
Someone
on this
probably
gentleman's
brought
head.
a scorpion. They were like, I gotta bring my scorpion with me.
It landed on this gentleman's head, and he and his wife are on the plane. I believe they're eating at the time, and he goes to brush whatever's on his head off. And it ends up falling on the tray in front of him. Someone next to them screams, "Oh my God, is that a scorpion?" Well, the man tries to remove it off the tray, stings him right in the hand. He has to receive a medical treatment.
Yeah.
He's given a Benadryl in case he has an allergic reaction to the sting, and they have to ground the flight, get him immediate medical
they made
attention.
It back, didn't they? Or made it to the destination, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Still though, like, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah, I want money, motherfuckers.
There's no guidelines, man.
I want money and all your planes.
Scorpions was not in the brochure.
Oh, they're giving them compensation. They're just not saying what yet. It's probably a free flight voucher.
They're just like, please stop.
It's gonna be one movie ticket.
It's gonna be one movie
Regal.
ticket.
Moana.
At Regal.
Like Moana at like the Dollar Theater.
It's not even gonna fucking cover the cost, man. It's gonna be like a $5 voucher.
Yeah.
You still gotta pay like $3 out of pocket. Movie tickets are fucking expensive
Here
as
is
shit.
a one movie ticket to a matinee.
Speaking of one movie ticket, that's how many Shia LaBeouf sold at his movie premiere earlier this
saw that.
week.
Yeah.
That was
$8.70.
Nice segue.
that was in the
That
UK
was
though.
Yeah.
That was in the UK.
It's a plan. I've already figured it out.
Okay.
Oh,
He's
what,
a
okay.
smart motherfucker. So he would sell one ticket and everybody would talk about it because now it's like immediately going to like digital.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
I
going to
mean-
be released on DVD
I mean, it fared
next
better.
month.
It fared better here in the States, man. Like it made like a couple $100,000 box office. Like it's still nothing compared to like the budget or anything else of what
I
people
wanna know-
expect
yeah,
the
a
movie
couple
to do.
$100,000 and shit, but still.
But I mean,
That's the best PR.
no, we're fucking retarded, dude. We're fucking stupid as shit. The UK's fucking smart because one guy stood up and said, "I'm Spartacus," and fucking spent the $8.70 on that shit and went and watched that fucking garbage, that fucking steaming pile of ass shit. Fuck Shia
What's it
LaBeouf.
even about? Like, is it just a documentary?
No, he's in the military and he's like serving a tour in Iraq or some shit, and he wants to go back and see his son or something. And Gary Oldman's in it. I don't fucking know.
Does he have a paper bag on his head the whole time?
Fucking probably. Should fucking Shia LaBeouf, man. I hate that dude.
Why?
I hate him.
I mean,
I don't know,
just
he's-
because.
If I had
He's
money,
just a-
I would act just as retarded.
He just seems like a piece of shit to me, man. He just seems like a piece of shit that just, I don't know, man.
He's an asshole.
He's a dick.
I feel like he got the
This is
worst.
your-
I
you
feel
know
like he
him
got
personally.
a worse of
Why
a
are you
curse.
defending him so
I don't
much?
know. I don't know.
I feel like he got hit with that Disney curse though, man. That rumored ass conspiracy Disney curse that if you work for Disney, you're just gonna get fucked and you're not gonna be able to be a normal kid, and we're just gonna hook you on barbiturates.
He's one of those.
Yeah. So what do we got? So the Star Wars trailer, which
I still ain't seen
Goddamn amazing, dude.
very excited about that, huh?
Goddamn amazing.
it. Is that
Star
good?
Wars trailer. So we're gonna set, huh?
Is it really that good?
Oh, dude, it gave me chills. I watched it 5 times.
See, so no. Here's the thing.
You're the weird one who
No,
doesn't like it.
That's what I was gonna say. It's bizarre to me Because you're not really a sci-fi guy.
No.
Whereas I am.
Yeah,
I am.
You're fucking. You like the nerdy kind of sci-fi.
Caleb's really into sci-fi.
I like more shit blowing up.
But
You're fucking
you're not.
Trekkie,
You're not.
aren't
And I've never
you
seen
are.
a Star Wars movie.
Never.
Never seen it.
You probably should, man.
At that moment in time, I hate that I'm even know him.
I mean, you should probably watch them. Like, those are some of the greatest movies that have ever been made.
Thank you.
Minus the prequels.
Yeah.
I mean, you can skip those and be fine. I'll give you
the grassroots Star Wars.
I'll give you the 25-minute rundown on that shit, and you can just start with 4.
You can sum that shit up quick.
Yeah.
You can just watch 4, 5, 6, 7, Rogue One.
Yeah, but it's so steeped,
You
man.
should find them on VHS.
Star Wars is so steeped in pulp culture that everybody knows everything
I'm
there
pretty sure
is
my
to know
mom
about
has them
that
all
it doesn't.
It's not the same thing.
Well, I feel like there's no reason to watch any of them.
You're just justifying.
No. Even if I go and see this new movie,
still
even
shitty
if I go
person.
and see this new movie, I feel like I'm not gonna be out on any of the story.
You don't deserve Star Wars then. You
That's
have
fine.
that kind of attitude. You don't deserve Star
I'll
Wars.
just be excited about Star Trek. That's fine.
fucking Trekkie. Fuck off.
I mean, it's probably fair since you didn't watch them at a young age, so they didn't really
No, it's not
impress
fair.
you. You know, you weren't just like, holy shit, like this is amazing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I grew up just
He's
watching
just
Star
spoiled
Trek.
bitch now, and
That-
he's gonna
wow.
judge them.
My God, for someone who's not even that rabid of a Star Wars fan, you're extremely,
I love
attacking
Star
them.
Wars.
extremely hostile.
It's like my childhood.
Did you even watch the last one?
No.
Then fuck off. Then fuck you. Like, what do you fuck to have to say against me? That's crazy. You weren't there day one with a goddamn ticket in your hand.
The
Dressed as
first-
Darth
the
Vader.
first few.
Let me fuck her
The
in.
good years.
I gotta see this shit.
The good years.
The good years.
Yes.
What does that mean, the Goodyear? The Goodyear blimp?
They came out before you were born. What do you mean the good years?
No, I didn't.
Yes, they did, dude.
Yes, they
Episode 4
absolutely
came out in
did.
1977.
Yeah, they absolutely did.
1977,
Man, my parents need to update the fucking VHS cabinet.
and then
I was
1980,
watching that shit like it was new.
and then 1983.
New to you.
Yeah.
It's new to me. Shit. It was that or Clifford the Big Red Dog. That shit looked awesome.
Yeah, he was
I was
big
in.
and red.
Some say, to this day, he might have even been a dog.
I think I still have that VHS tape.
Of Clifford?
Yeah.
Like, was that all that was in the cabinet? Was just one tape of Clifford, and the rest was just the 3 Star Wars movies?
Yeah.
And then like
Well, no.
and then a dusty old porno that your dad hid from you.
Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings was
Deep
that.
Throat.
Cool Runnings wasn't a porno.
It was Cool Runnings and Deep Throat.
Cool Runnings.
Cooler Runnings. Yeah. And then what do we got? We got.
If they try to remake that movie,
Would you be furious?
I would be upset.
What if they remade it and it was just white dudes from like Connecticut?
And they're
all autistic because they have to
They all have
express
Asperger's.
that.
Like
Yeah, they have to express that.
Dude, I'm down.
Like Power Rangers did that, dude. They made
Green
the
light.
Yellow Ranger bi and then the Blue Ranger autistic. And people,
but why is the black one still black?
nah, it was
This
no
one
the
he's
black
not.
in the new one in the new movie the black dude's the Blue Ranger and the Asian dude's the
They had
Black
to change
Ranger.
it.
Oh, they did switch it up.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're like,
It was a little
fine.
obvi.
Fine.
yeah.
The black guy isn't the black guy.
Even in like the original show, man, they said that wasn't intentional. That was just something
Bullshit. You're
they
bullshit.
swear, dude. They swear that was not intentional. That it just they didn't even think about it until someone brought it up and they're like, oh yeah, that is kind of fucked up.
I don't know, man. That was a different time where everything that you do isn't racist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like nowadays,
That is
it's like
true.
everything you do is just racist.
Dude, they didn't give a
No matter
shit.
what it
Like the
is.
Blue Ranger's gay in real life, and they fucking made him
everything
quit because they kept
offends
calling him a
everyone
faggot.
and everything is racist.
Oh, yeah. You just got to embrace your racistness.
Yeah, right.
Or don't be a piece of shit.
Or just, yeah.
I
or
think that's easier.
just don't be a piece of shit and I don't know reasons.
Have fun with
It's
it.
funny. What Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Dude, there's no way that can suck.
It's gonna be great.
There's no way. It's got a whole new soundtrack.
Are people saying
I'm
it's
in it
gonna
just for
suck?
the
Like,
music.
why are people talking about it like it's gonna suck? Or
No.
No,
Just
I
say
think
the
everyone-
faint possibility.
I think
Nah.
that everyone's on board for it.
I think they can recreate the magic, man.
I still have heard not one person say like they don't think it's gonna be that good or like nah. Everybody loves it.
Well, yeah, because the first movie surprised everybody. Everyone was like, I don't want to fucking
It's
see
like
this. It's gonna suck
everyone
dick.
by storm, man.
I watched it 3
That wasn't-
times
that- yeah.
in theaters. It was fucking great.
Me and A will watch that shit over and over and over together. Like,
Fantastic soundtrack.
Me and him are cool.
it was
Great casting.
Great casting.
Yes.
Great casting. So I'm gonna butcher his last name because I think I always do. But Rob McKinley from It's Always Sunny.
I always thought it was like
McHenley. Is it McHenley?
McKellen?
I always thought it was like as it looks like McElhenney.
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 Or yeah, like McElhenney or McElhaney or
So
something.
you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
so
Rob
that's
McElhaney.
Okay,
Mac.
right. Mac from It's Always Sunny was originally in consideration for that role.
Wouldn't that have been a fucked up weird movie?
So Chris Pratt stole 2 roles from him. The lead in Jurassic Park and the lead in Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah.
I'd be pissed.
Dude, actually, I changed my mind. That movie would have been way better, dude. Like, could you imagine, like, Mac running away from the Indominus Rex just doing karate moves?
It would be amazing. Just him training, like, velociraptors doing karate with him.
Oh, dude, it'd be amazing. And, like, pumping them full of creatine and chimichangas.
Fuck yeah. Like a fucking crow's milk, he's just, like, force
You gotta cultivate mass, bro.
Raptors, crow's milk.
Make that shit a video game.
Amazing.
Fucking movie. I want to be Mac fighting fucking dinosaurs
just
and
riding
shit.
like into battle on a quad with like raptors. It'd be amazing. And like an American Eagle T-shirt and a denim jacket
But the seat's a
with
dildo.
a fucking American flag as a handkerchief, like a
bandana.
yeah, as a
the birds
bandana.
of play.
And the seat on the quad's a dildo.
Yeah, he's just riding into battle.
This is like a band T-shirt I do not want to see.
Oh my god!
I'm seeing it done like 70s van airbrush
It
style.
would be amazing.
Horrible.
It would be amazing. It would be amazing.
That would have changed that whole dynamic of both those films. I honestly, I don't know if they'd be as successful.
Quit.
Chris Pratt really pulled a lot from that with star power, man.
He's so goddamn likable. He really is, man. I love that dude. I love Chris Pratt. Everybody does.
I mean, you
Well,
can
not
hate
everybody.
him. You can hate him all you want, but everybody knows why you hate him.
Yeah, they know why they hate him and Anna Faris because they fucking just like get rid of dogs left and right. They just fucking abandon animals that they fucking adopt.
See, I didn't know anything about
Allegedly.
that. And I've
What are you talking about?
And I until you told me
He's got
that
the
here
inside
recently,
scoop.
and I think that I like intentionally forgetting
Well,
that.
what they did is they adopted a dog, and like in the clause they said like you can't leave it with anyone else, like it's your dog or whatever. And apparently they were I guess going out of town or whatever, so Anna Faris left the dog with one of their friends, and then they just never came back for it. They basically abandoned it, and then she got hit. They both got hit with like a bunch of fines and shit, and tried to sweep it all under the rug. But you can't do that shit, dude. Someone's gonna find that out. Naturally, it's 2017, so then it came out, and of course people are like, "Oh, fuck them" or whatever. But
They'll be mad for a week.
I don't know. They must have swept that shit pretty well because I think that for the most part I keep current, and I never once saw that. I came upon it by happen chance, man. No, I'm not. I'm just saying that I think that
you smell fun.
I'm just saying that I think that there was a fair amount of damage control on that shit to not make it.
Money.
Yeah,
And everybody.
Yeah. I think there was
The best PR team in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
sweep that shit under the rug real quick. Yeah.
I found it deep in a Reddit thread, man, saying like I was looking for it. It just came across. I was like, that can't be fucking real. Cross Google, boom, dude, there's an article all about it.
Really
You can
now?
Google that shit right now and it'll show you.
Oh, so it wasn't on Bing?
No, it went on Bing.
Fuck Bing.
Was it on?
Fuck Bing. I can't operate that fucking shit. It annoys the fuck out of me.
She loves
You can answer
It's on
fucking
mac and
anything.
cheese.
It's not gonna give you the right fucking answer.
No,
It's
but
gonna
there's
give you
pretty
some half-ass
pictures.
fucking horse
There's
shit.
pretty pictures on the homepage, and there's news stories on the homepage. And during the holidays,
distracts me
they
from
do
what they
special
need.
wallpapers
You're going there to find something
with
out.
audio
Making it too pretty.
and snowflakes.
I just don't understand why anyone thinks they're going to compete with Google.
No, you're not gonna win.
No, that's true.
I mean, that's the most insane thing ever. Like, yo, you know who we should try to fucking take down and we can become the next big thing? Google. Fuck them, dude. Our search engine is going to be way better.
It's going to be great.
It's going to have nowhere near the result you wanted.
What was Hot Tub Time Machine? What did they change? He changed
Lugal.
Lugal. That's what it was.
Lugal. Yeah.
Okay, I love the second one.
That movie sucked ass,
The
dude.
second one was amazing.
Never watched it because I hated the first one. I was like, I don't
You
know what
didn't
people
even
thought.
make it to the second.
No, because it's one of those things that got super hyped and I never saw it funny. Like Kevin Hart. Like everyone fucking always hypes Kevin Hart as being the
Dude.
second coming of Jesus. And he's not funny.
You.
He's
He's not funny.
different person now.
The Kevin Hart What Now
It's
stand
like
up
the
that
last
they have
couple
on
days.
Netflix right now is fucking hilarious.
No.
It's absolutely hilarious.
I don't find him funny. There's way more talented comedians, I think.
I'm not disputing that, but I'm saying it's funny, man. He's funny.
Not to me.
He's funny.
I don't find him funny.
He needs to watch Jim Norton.
But in all honesty, though,
I love Jim Norton.
That whole special,
fucked.
I don't know, man. Jim Norton, but that whole part of that stand-up that he does, that there's the scripted part of it. Well, I guess it's all scripted.
Kevin Hart?
But the actual, Kevin Hart, where he's doing, there's a whole beginning of it that's like 15 minutes where it's like a movie. It's not him doing stand-up. And then there's about 10 minutes at the end of it where it's a movie and him not doing stand-up.
A lot of
so there's only
specials have
20.
been going
There's like 25 minutes of that whole stand-up that's
Louis
not actually him doing stand-up. And in all honesty, it's probably the funniest part of it. Like the stand-up's really good, but that whole movie part that he's doing where he's playing a double agent, where he's a black James Bond, basically is
spoiler
hilarious.
Spoiler.
It's fucking hilarious.
Ruin the movie for me now.
It's so goddamn funny.
I just think his voice is what annoys
funny.
me, man. Where it's just shrill and that high pitch.
Well, that's how I feel.
Kinda,
That's how I feel about Cat Williams.
I also don't like Cat Williams at all, dude.
That shit got burnt the fuck out quick.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, he
at
fucking went
first-
on he went down the rails, bro.
At
He went
first,
down the track.
he was kind of funny, and then it was just.
And then he fist fought it, and then he beat up a 17-year-old.
And then he got his ass beat by a
17-year-old.
Dude,
So-
you can't come back from that.
Yeah.
As a grown man,
Got
you
his
can't
ass
come
What?
back from that.
That grown.
Yeah, as grown as he was gonna get.
Well,
Man-
you know what's funny is
man's
that
a leprechaun.
Kevin Hart is shorter than Cat Williams.
Yeah.
Well, he's a dwarf.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's like a diesel little mouse.
He is, man. He's 5.
He's jacked.
A diesel mouse?
He is, dude. He's.
I was gonna say like a puppy,
he
but
is,
I needed smaller.
He is
Like,
jacked, but
really
he's
small.
5'4".
I just don't find Kevin Hart funny, man. I don't know. I guess I'm in the minority, but it just never
What
resonated.
about Louis C.K.'s doing?
Bro, all that group of guys, man, like Norton, Jim Florentine, Louis C.K., Stanhope, Rogan, all those dudes fucking hilarious. All of that kind of group of guys.
Yeah.
Have you heard Stanhope's like old albums? Oh, dude, Spotify has them.
Oh, dude, I heard they're amazing. You know, people try to.
They're great, and the audio is horseshit. It is fucking horrible. You could hear like people ordering drinks.
Dude, yeah, he just sits around and he does a podcast now. He just sits around in a bar in his house and gets drunk as fuck with people. And he's like, what episode is this? 25. All right, we're on episode 25. Fuck it, who cares?
He'll do like 4 or 5
Stanhope.
episodes in a row.
But
They're only 10 minutes, and then he'll come back in mid fucking sentence.
That's a legitimately insane individual.
Yeah,
That guy.
they just all get fucking high all the time. They all get stoned as fuck.
They do a lot of stuff.
Which, you know, that they're going to be on the staple rotation
the fuck is
when
he
Denver opens up the first International Church of Cannabis in a couple months. Own religion and everything on it, man. They call it elevationism. Their motto is, their saying is basically, take yourself to the highest possible person that you can be. Fucking no pun intended. Don't start that shit. Don't start that shit. Do not start that shit.
He told me about this. He told me about this last night while we were talking on Xbox, and the whole time I was just making high puns. I was like, you're just gonna elevate yourself, right?
You know, you fucking start that bullshit right now. So,
And he hated my guts.
make yourself the best possible person you can be through the plant, man. And you know, they're catching some scrutiny. A lot of people are like, "Oh, this is just gonna be an illegal, shady ass building," but
So
no, dude,
are
it's
they-
legit.
So are they? They're
Tax exempt and all.
Are they? Yeah, that's what I was gonna
They're
say. So
legit.
are they're saying that this is
They're gonna
an
get
actual
raided.
religion.
Dude, they're gonna get raided like the first week.
Well, no, if it's legal, then who gives a shit?
I know, but they
Yeah.
still have the federal law that's still in the gray area.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck them. It's not like they're getting in there smoking out the church and shit. They're doing legitimate shit.
Federally, they still can't.
They're just talking about it. They're getting in actors, musicians,
So it's not
comedians,
It's
all
not
kinds of people
actually
come in and talk.
So it's not actually just like people just sitting around and do a bong reps.
No, they're not. They're not slinging hash, man. They're not
And, like,
selling
eating
dope and shit.
Doritos and-
They're talking about, you know, everyone trying to find a better version of themselves.
Which I fully support. That's fine.
And you can be whatever. They're accepting everybody. You're Christian, you can be an elevationist. You're Jewish, you can be an elevationist.
We should
Everyone
go there,
can.
man. It'd be fun.
Oh, dude, it'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be great to check it out, man.
That'd
Like,
be
it's just a
fun.
bunch of like-minded people getting together and just talking about real chill shit and wanting to be the best you can be, man. It's just a bunch of nice, friendly people.
Well, that's
that
cool.
just also happen to like cannabis. But I mean, fun. Who doesn't?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, cannabis is the miracle plant, man.
See, it helps a lot of people. Not necessarily me. It sends me into panic attacks, but it helps a lot of people.
Well, it helped more, but the legal system.
Yeah, the
legality of it.
Yeah.
Which I don't even see how the rest of the United States hasn't even jumped on board like that after watching Colorado having a monumental first year of legalization, of cutting down crime, of making it was $14 million pumped into their economy that they pumped back into the education system.
I actually thought that it was more than that, but yeah, that might
14 first year.
14
just
million.
the first year. 14 clear.
And so crime was down, DUIs was down.
Yeah, everyone was stoned eating Cheetos, man. They ain't gonna fucking leave their couch. They're just gonna watch Netflix and fucking jack off and get more high. They ain't
I love Cheetos.
They ain't gonna hurt nobody. Fuck them. And so they pumped it back into the community. They gave it back to the school systems and everything. So education's at the highest it's ever been.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean everything, and still people are like, well, people kill people on marijuana, and it makes you worship the devil.
Oh yeah, definitely makes you worship the devil.
What was one of those weird things it said marijuana did? During reefer madness.
Made your dick smaller.
Shit.
Just like a button in a fur coat. No, I don't know.
You said that, and now all I see is hangover. I see Chow's penis.
I just thought you were thinking about how small your dick was. That's
Thanks for bringing that up.
I mean, even if there are cons to it, the pros heavily outweigh them, man. You're denying people fucking affordable
Where the fuck did we
care.
go from here?
Yeah.
Where did this come from?
Oh, I don't know.
The International Church of Cannabis I was telling you about, but you fucking got up and walked away.
Yeah.
And I ain't repeating the shit either,
I was
motherfucker.
thirsty, okay?
I don't give a fuck.
The next thing on the list today is farts.
There's big ones, there's small ones. There's loud ones, there's quiet
sounds.
ones. Mm-hmm. There's wet ones, there's dry ones.
Fucking Dr. Seuss
This
over
is
here.
the worst children's book ever.
I don't know.
One fart, two fart,
That's like
blue
the bad
fart, red
side
fart.
of Willy Wonka.
Did y'all see that Apple's gonna buy Disney?
I kind of looked into it, but I didn't really.
Business analysts are projecting that Apple is trying to shore together a bunch of money, $200 billion to be exact, to propose to Disney to basically, you want to merge, you want to get together, which would effectively create Apple Disney, which would be the world's first $1 trillion company.
The only thing I'm seeing is really expensive kid shit.
It's already expensive as fuck, bro.
You walked into a
Even
Disney
more.
store.
Because all the fucking toys are gonna be fucking made by Apple. Imagine how much the fucking next, whatever the fuck creature they create, version, whatever, you could be a car.
They're gonna create a children's car.
No,
You're paying like car prices.
I think he's saying the item won't be the price of a car.
Oh,
I didn't explain it very well. I gotta build out.
He just said car.
I think you should.
Since
I
it's
think you should
over.
go to a doctor. I think you might have a learning disability.
Did he say casserole?
Casserole.
Casserole.
Oh my god! I'm gonna kill this guy.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, a $1 trillion industry, like they're going to come to them, and this is coming months after Disney actually, came to Netflix and wanted to buy them out, but Netflix stood down. So, Apple Disney's deal could really put a hurting on Netflix, man. Because what does Disney not own, dude? They own ESPN, Marvel,
It's still
And the
weird.
government.
Star Wars.
Rothschilds.
All the regular Disney stuff, Mickey Mouse and all that shit.
Rothschilds. are
All of the United Nations.
I'm sure a bunch of other shit too. The world,
Mars.
Mars, the universe. Fuck it, dude.
I think they own the Milky Way.
They definitely own Pluto, bro.
Oh yeah.
They definitely own Pluto.
For real, Pluto.
Like we made that shit up before. Like that was a dog, and now you're gonna say it's a planet? Nah, motherfucker, that's mine.
Yeah.
What else we got going on?
People are
we know
dumping
what
each other using
Using Spotify.
Spotify playlist, and it's brutal.
Those people should be kicked off. You're misusing Spotify in a negative way.
Well, when we first brought this up, Steven, you made a good point because you were like, "Oh, it's like a mixtape." Yeah. So it's like the modern day mixtape. You know, you make like a breakup mixtape, and then you give it to the person you want to break up with.
Right, but instead it can just be a few words.
Right.
Like,
so here's an example. This was a Spotify playlist sent to Wyatt from his now ex, and it contains songs.
We shall remain nameless.
The first song is "Kiss Me." Second song is "Because." I am kinda loving someone else, but we can still be friends.
That's hilarious.
You just be kissing friends?
I guess that's what they do these days.
Dude, that's another level of bitch shit. That's like the audio version of breaking up with somebody via post-it note or something. Text message. I want you to break my heart first, goddammit.
Yeah, I want to be destroyed. I don't want it. I don't want it to be in a playful manner over Spotify.
I want you to see
the pain.
face out.
Yeah, I want the pain. I want you to be like, I've been fucking every person you know.
I want you to be the cause of my alcohol consumption.
Yeah, I've been fucking every person you know, and we all talk shit about you.
I plan on fucking every one of your friends,
and we all talk shit about you.
But I'm gonna think about you the whole time.
And but you know, whatever. Like, we can still be friends. Okay, so
I do well enough.
In this scenario, which this is fine because they've only went on a couple of dates. Like, this would be a shitty thing to do to somebody that you've been dating for like 7 years. But in this scenario, that this person they've only went out on with this person on a couple of dates, and then they were like, this one is just shut the fuck up.
I like that. I respect it.
It's the only song.
Sweet to the point.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
I can do that one.
Yeah.
If you had to break up with your SO immediately, what song would you pick?
Shit.
Based on title alone, you know, who cares about what the song is?
Fuck you, I'm drunk.
Chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
That's a good one.
Because it would make no sense.
I can
It's just
respect
like,
it.
I don't understand what the fuck this means. Like, you I'm drunk.
I heard that. It came on fucking Spotify the other day, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's been I forgot. I still remember every word that was on.
Or just keep on rolling. And we'll keep it with Limp Bizkit. We'll just keep on rolling.
Okay, which
and then
Limp
you
Bizkit
never
song?
see me again. Looking for the like, never again.
Can't make an animated GIF.
Yeah.
Are you gonna mention Limp Bizkit songs and not say Nookie?
Oh yeah, that would be a good one too. Yeah, but if she had not been having sex with everyone in the neighborhood, she's gonna be very confused by that.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck anybody in the neighborhood. What the shit is this about?
You think Fred Durst at this point in his life is just working at like a marathon gas station
I think he's
somewhere?
working at like
He's still doing shows.
No fucking way.
Yes, he's still on tour with his old ass.
Oh my god.
Kendall and them seen him at Louder Than Life and Rock on the Range like the last 2 or 3 years. He said they still put on a really good show.
just
I doubt that.
He's
I highly doubt
seriously,
that.
no shit.
He's still talking about banging
Still a good
18-year-olds?
show. But what was that? They had one song that sounded like fucking 4 songs playing at the same time that you showed me.
it was the last album that they did.
That
I've been
video
trying to
we
find
watched,
that.
that's the worst music video I've ever seen in my life.
It's
It
like
was
audio torture.
and I used to be a really, really, really big Bizkit fan.
That shit was off the rails.
Me too.
That was rough. That was rough. And there's like big issues in the music video to where portions of the music video. His hair is like dyed, and his beard is dyed, and then other portions like 15 seconds later, his hair is beard.
They shot this over
Like
the
his
course of
beard
like 2
is gray,
years.
and his hair is gray. Like, it was just like there was months. It's months in between.
It's even put together poorly.
Yeah, and it sounds like that there 4 songs going on at once. It was just I can't remember the name of the song now, but
That was actually a single. That's not on an album. It's supposed to be on their album that they're supposedly working on.
How
yeah.
the
Over there
fuck
dropping
do
knowledge.
these motherfuckers keep getting money to do this?
I don't know. They keep going.
Wes Borland came back to the band, didn't he?
Yeah, he came back.
Yeah.
He's back now.
Wasn't he playing with Manson last?
I don't remember.
I think he bounced. He had his own
That
band.
dude's played with fucking everybody.
But
dude.
he's done.
I
a lot of
remember that
spots.
band that he created. What was it? Stupid Dumb Face or something?
Yeah.
Stupid dumb
Big dumb face.
Big dumb face.
face.
Fuck. That was rough.
That sounds fucking terrible.
Yeah.
See, no new artists have fucked up shit like that. They don't do weird shit.
Yeah, because they make actual music that's good.
I ain't heard the good actual current music on the radio in a long time.
Well, you know, man, fuck, you like Highly Suspect. They're on the radio. You like
They're
them?
not bad. I can list about 5 other people that are better.
Well, still, they're good, right? So that, I mean, and they're on the radio. And I don't know if you've heard of Katy Perry, but she kills it.
Sometimes I do feel like a plastic bag, man.
I do, just blowing around in the wind.
Blowing around in the wind.
Yeah.
Some weirdo with a camcorder's recording me.
Recording me, and then I'm just like, I gotta, let my fireworks show.
Kevin Spacey's trying to bang a 16-year-old.
It's like, calm down.
This sounds like a very unsafe movie.
That movie is great.
This is like an after-school special. What not to do?
That movie is amazing.
Don't get raped by Kevin Spacey. That'd
While
be the
chasing
number.
plastic
That would be the
bags.
top of the list.
Yeah.
Like, of all the... What should I avoid today? Being raped by Kevin Spacey. That would top the list. And Edward Norton. Don't get raped by Edward Norton.
Why not?
Is Edward Norton a
What do you mean, what?
Probably Edward Norton's a piece of shit, dude.
Wow. Oh, he's supposed to hate Edward
Oh,
Norton?
shit,
He's an
okay.
asshole.
What, all right. I guess there's something that I don't know about Edward Norton.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm like, wow, this is a hostility coming.
He's just very hard to work with, and he's apparently just a dick to everybody that he fucking works with on movies, and no one likes to be around him.
I
That
could
seems
see
appropriate.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
Well, I can see that.
Janet Jackson, for real though, did just have a baby. Like that's not.
Is she
joke.
like in her 50s?
She's gotta be. She just
Yeah.
had a baby.
I mean, she still looks good as fuck, but
Yeah, we played
Good
that.
black
this-
don't crack.
We played
Yeah,
this
yeah.
game the other day.
Yeah, we did. For like, for probably 20 minutes, man.
I'd say probably every bit of half hour.
Yeah.
She's 50.
She's
Wow.
50.
She's 50.
what is the
haven't.
game that you played?
Oh,
So it's
How
like
old is that celebrity?
how old is that celebrity? Like I name a celebrity and you guess the age of the
Hosted by Wayne Brady.
For
Is
example,
that a show that he did?
Jennifer Lopez.
Sounds
That's
no.
shocking. How old do you think J Lo is?
49.
for
Jennifer Lopez? 52?
47.
Oh shit! I wanted to say 7. Damn.
No, that wasn't an actual show. That was a joke.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Well, honestly, it sounded like it could
Because I mean, Wayne
Brady.
Brady's doing Let's Make a Deal now, like the remake of Let's Make a Deal. So
Oh.
The remake of a remake.
what? No, there was Let's Make a Deal, and now there's Let's Make a
Wasn't
Deal.
there like an old show that was like that though?
Yeah, and it's called Let's Make a Deal, and now they're doing a newer version of Let's Make a Deal. It's still goddamn Let's Make a Deal.
Is it Deal or No Deal?
Huh?
With Howie Mandel?
Batman. What does that have?
Different.
That's incredibly different. Wayne Brady had nothing to do with that, dude. That was all.
I thought they were redoing it. With Wayne
No,
Brady.
none of that makes any sense at all. It's
That's why
Let's
I was
Make
so
a Deal.
confused.
It's kind of like Price is Right, but shittier, and people dress up in costumes.
That's a really good description,
Why are
actually.
they in costumes?
I don't know, because they're fucking happy to be there and meet Wayne Brady,
It's
the
always
whitest
been that
black
way.
man
The show
ever.
has been on since like the 70s, and they've always dressed up.
He fucking makes Malcolm X look like Brian Gumble.
So wait, no. How do you play it?
You make a deal.
Don't get him started. again.
There's a fucking egg beater, and they're like, "I'll sell you this fucking egg beater
Or
for
you can have
$7."
what's
And you're like,
behind door
"Fuck
number
no, I'll
2.
buy that bitch for $4."
It's basically exactly like The Price is Right, dude. It's basically The Price is Right. It's the same fucking show, except there's no Plinko.
Drew Carey still doing Price?
yeah,
Probably.
He hasn't put a gun in his mouth yet.
Yeah, he looks old as fuck
Dude,
now.
he's like a Scientologist, like hardcore, like
Who isn't?
everything, like religious, like fucker.
Who?
He was on that.
It was the only thing that he could latch.
How old do you
onto.
think Drew Carey is?
I don't know.
That dude's totally like 51, right?
He's probably 28.
I'm almost like 4.
He looks rough as fuck for 28, dude. If that's the truth.
He just looks that bad.
I got 45.
He was born in 58.
And he's 58.
Holy shit!
There you go.
Drew Carey is almost 60
How
years old.
old do you think Wayne Brady is?
784.
Wayne Brady's probably like 48, I'd say.
44.
Wow.
Yeah,
44.
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of Price is Right, Bob Barker.
Bob Barker is 93.
92.
He is 93.
Oh, cocksucker.
He
You
is
knew that.
100% 93.
Alex Trebek.
4,000.
80.
Because he's
no,
also
no.
a vampire.
Hey, 78.
You're close, 76.
I think I said 76.
Who else you got?
I don't know.
You guys all going there.
Am I supposed to keep
I don't know.
more people?
I don't know. You were on a track.
I got in my
I like this
headphones
game.
like some sort of fucking like retarded dog barking. What is this? What is this that we're listening to?
Get man.
Okay. Well, now it's just whoa, whoa, whoa. But I heard a retarded dog barking. It's like,
I think you're hearing shit.
where's my retarded dog?
Which cookies did you eat?
Oh shit!
I think you might have picked from the wrong batch, man.
Let's make cookies. That'll be fun.
Jared Leto and Mark Wahlberg.
Mark
Dead.
Wahlberg
They're
is
the same age.
Okay.
What is that age?
46.
32.
No, they are 44.
43.
Oh, close.
Shit. I guess I'll lose points.
See? We
I
did this
win.
for like 30 minutes.
I win.
It's a lot harder with like chicks.
What's your best? What's your favorite horror movie? Who's got a like if you had to pick a favorite horror movie? I honestly believe.
I don't even know who half these celebrities are. How old am I?
Google that.
Yeah, just ask Siri. How old am I? And she's like, bitch, I don't know.
I bet you
I
she
don't
can
know
tell
who
you.
these people are.
Some
Watch.
asshole.
I bet you if you can. All you gotta look at the Facebook account, Google everything. Boom. It'll tell you.
Boom, done.
Horror movie? Fuck, dude.
That's
I don't
hard.
even know. That is kind of tough.
One favorite one.
One favorite one. Oh, okay, well, you can do a top three. You can do a top three if you want to do a top three.
It's probably going to be Alien, man.
That
Is your
that's
number-
pretty good
It's
one.
probably going to be the first Alien. Just the fear of being trapped in space and you can't get away from something that's trying to actively kill you and not knowing what the fuck is even happening. You just watched a fucking dildo monster burst out of John Hurt's chest
That'd be uncomfortable.
and you're sitting there like, well, fuck, I ate the same soup. Is some dildo monster going to burst out of my fucking chest?
God damn, is this dildo monster exploding soup?
Like, I don't want none of this
That's
shit.
gonna be problematic.
Like, I don't want none of this.
would fucking-
So everyone's
I
like
don't want that
freaking
at all.
out. Everyone's freaking out like fucking giant dildo head monsters just running around fucking stabbing people in the throat with his
Hey, that is
weird
the-
dick mouth.
That's an okay thing to be scared of.
Yeah, if there's anything to be
Full
scared of, it would be
justification.
that.
Everything about that monster was strangely phallic. And if I remember correctly, I believe that
I think it's because we all inherit, like I don't want a fucking cock to
No.
explode from my chest.
it was intentional. The guy that designed it intentionally did that.
Made it a dick
Made
with
the
teeth.
head phallic,
Made it a
and
dick
then the
with
mouth, the second mouth is kind of penis almost, penis with teeth. Everything about it was intentionally made phallic.
Yeah, that guy, his name's H.R. Geiger.
H.R. Geiger.
He actually has an entire installation where it's
Yeah.
we watched that.
No, we watched
Yeah.
that documentary.
Yeah.
It's in
That's Geiger?
yeah.
He died.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, but where the hell was it? Was it in
This shit's crazy.
Switzerland? That whole museum that he has?
I don't know, but it's amazing.
I don't know. Sweden or something like
It's
that.
an amazing documentary, and I believe it's still on Netflix.
He does some crazy fucking work,
really,
man.
really like graphic, pornographic,
Exactly.
horrifying shit.
Fun fact with him when they were doing Louder in Life and Korn was there, or no, it was some tour they used to do a long time ago, Ozfest. Korn would take a trailer around with an H.R. Geiger mini installation that Jonathan Davis owned with them.
Oh, really?
That's insane.
That's interesting.
So, yeah.
I think I knew
So he
he
had it
had it.
personally made for him. That's amazing.
So he's an intentional penis monster. That's just
Yeah.
terrorizing people on a spaceship. That's fucking terrifying.
So yeah, if you look at this documentary that we watched about him, if you look at his artwork, a lot of it was extremely like pornographic or really macabre, or just like like women in torture situations. like nude women that were being penetrated from both ends, or like birthing some sort of
with like an alien dick.
Or
everything was really mechanical.
All of it was insane. But he was a crazy person.
Yeah.
So, and then he created an entire roller coaster in his backyard that was all of his like insane artwork that was inside of that. It was like half
terrifying.
It was no shit. It was half outdoor and half of it was like indoor, and it was all just like really, really like scary, creepy, insane shit.
Jesus.
Wow.
A lot of this stuff reminds me of like the Tool artwork.
Yeah, like Alex Gray's work.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your favorite horror movie?
I think I'm gonna have to stick with 1982, The Thing.
John Carpenter,
that's
right?
always been yours.
Yeah.
That's a great movie, man. I just rewatched that a couple months ago. I was telling you about, and how, once again, how the isolation factor plays a fact.
So that's the biggest thing for like everything about that movie is what I love about horror films that you don't really find nowadays. Nowadays it's more
it's
geared
demons,
towards
ghosts, and jump scares.
It's more geared towards gore, graphic content, and jump scares and stuff like that. And I don't find that shit scary.
Bullshit.
It's terrible.
The Thing, or even back in the farther back than that with Alfred Hitchcock, is that what's scary is psychological.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the whole isolation thing. I love the whole paranoia thing. That they're all in this area. They're all in this remote area, and you don't know who's who. And that shit is fucking terrifying. If you were to imagine putting yourself in the situation, it is what it is, dude. If I fucking wake up in the middle of the night and there's an axe murderer in my goddamn house and I gotta run away from an axe murderer, it is what it is. It's just some dude.
Yeah.
It's just a deranged
That's
guy.
a home invasion. That's not a horror movie. It's a crime.
That's just some fucking.
You're watching
That's
cops.
just some dude who broke in with an axe. I'm not saying it's not scary, but it doesn't make for a good film. But the whole isolation, the paranoia,
the assimilation.
yes, that shit is terrifying. I fucking love that movie.
And the craziness that it instills in people.
I've seen that movie. I have watched the Thing at least I don't know 60 times.
You know,
I've seen
watched
that
it a
movie
lot.
a lot.
You know, the monster was an allegory for diabetes.
Really?
Because Wilford Brimley was in it. And it showed his slow descent into madness because of diabetes.
And then an inevitable death.
Yeah. And then inevitable death after he became one with diabetes and Kurt Russell blew him up.
Makes sense.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yeah. Makes sense.
I'm forever changed now. For that information.
It's cool.
I'm gonna tell somebody that tomorrow.
I assume you also like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Is that the Donald Sutherland one? We're at the end.
At the very end,
he screeches. Okay.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I confused that with.
Still to this day, man. That's terrifying.
It's a great ending, man. It's a great movie.
Terrifying.
Yeah. I always
Absolutely
confuse that with what's the one with Rowdy Roddy Piper and he's got the shotgun and everyone's aliens.
Hobo with a shotgun?
No, that's right. That movie is great though. I fucking love that movie. With Rutger Hauer, love that movie. Is it They Live? Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
They Live? I always confuse those two. They Live and Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah.
I always confuse the two, but they're kind of similar, I guess, in premise. Oh, you seen The Mist?
No, my
With Thomas Jane. Thomas Jane, right?
I gotta.
You got a story about this?
No, I gotta use the bathroom.
I was gonna say, holy shit.
But
Okay, quick break and we'll come back with The Mist.
Quick break, yeah. All right. The Mist.
Mist is good, bro.
The Mist is where we left off, right?
Yeah, talking about The Mist.
One of the best movies. Obviously not the best.
In
'cause
recent years.
I said The Thing, but The Thing has a special place in my heart. The Mist is an amazing movie.
In recent years, it was 2007, I believe.
Was it?
Yeah. That
Was it?
That was a late bloomer, kind of, but it definitely
Still a decade ago.
which is
God
insane.
damn, that's depressing.
But it definitely
That's fucking depressing. It makes me want to shoot myself. That's insane.
but it recaptured the magic of the old horror movies of actually giving you something to fear, something real, just being trapped and you can't get out and trying to survive whatever the fuck's happening.
And the same thing with The Thing, the same thing with The Mist, right? Is that it's not what I love about it is the immediate threat is not the actual threat, not what you see. The immediate threat is not that there are monsters that are lurking in the mist that are going to come and kill you, right? That's not the threat. The immediate threat is the people that you have to...
Are you okay?
Fucking my whole thing up. Fucking my whole... What are you doing?
I didn't say anything.
You just like shove these coasters like aggressively.
What's happening? I don't even know where I am.
I am in fear of my well-being.
Oh, goddamn.
I love that it wasn't just she just shoved the coaster, she did it, and then looked at you and like, what did I do? Oh my gosh! And then started laughing.
That's the thing that she does.
Just like laughing.
That's what she does to me. That's what she does to me in my life. Like just constantly. She's constantly doing some. She'll knock some shit over. She'll throw some shit randomly. We'll be at Kroger and she'll just punch a cereal box. She'll just fucking haymaker a cereal box in the middle of the store with people in the aisle, and she'll be like...
So everyone here watches Family Guy. I feel like in that instance, she's Peter, lighting the drapes on fire.
Just to get a reaction from me. She just punches random shit in the store. If you're ever at the store and you find... It doesn't matter what state you live in. Kelly was there punching your items. She was there.
That saves you money. You get a reduced cost. It's damaged goods.
Just 10%. Punching your shit.
10% manager
just
special, bro.
Fucking punching it. You're like, why is this cereal box folded in half? Because she just ran through there punching boxes of Captain Crunch.
Wait, are you saying the manager's special items are the very things that I'm punching?
Absolutely. They can't sell that at full price. You fucking Hadoken the Cheerios box.
All Kroger locations in the United States have hired you just to punch items so that they can put them on manager special.
They put up a paper that said, do not let this crazy person in here. She's going to punch the shit.
She's going to punch her items into manager special.
She's going to punch the shit into poverty, bro.
How many samples did I have at Kroger today? Oh my god, the Kroger sample booths were on point.
They had samples?
I had like a whole meal.
Yeah, she didn't eat before we left to go to the grocery store to buy the shit that we needed. And she just went from free sample to free sample.
They never had... Kroger?
No, fuck no. Fuck
I was about to say, I've never seen them do samples once.
We went to there for sales.
Okay, well, that makes sense, dude. They're very accommodating there. They're warm and friendly.
They are.
Unlike here, where everyone's an asshole and just run you over with the cart.
They don't give a shit. Yeah, they don't give a shit here. They're just, fuck you. Why are you here shopping, you idiot? Get out immediately. So, back to what I think I was trying to say. Steven's burning something in there.
It smells awful. You took the plastic off, right?
It's completely off the rails. She threw the thing, and now I don't know where we are.
I don't know why that was so distracting.
Because you fucking shoved the shit out of it like you were pissed, and then you just stared daggers at me.
And then started laughing.
I thought I was gonna get stabbed. Like you were just gonna pull out a knife from under that blanket and stab me in the ribs.
I'm sorry.
I don't like the seating arrangement anymore.
Yeah.
So back to the trust thing, Caleb.
Yeah. Oh God, no.
Did we lose it? We lost the trust. Okay.
See why I didn't want her over here.
I think a little bit of that was gone. Yeah. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what I did. I'm sorry. If I've ever wronged you.
Goddamn.
He's chewing the thing.
Well, that concludes her segment. I don't know how to put this back together. All right.
So the mist is great. This is a great movie.
It was good. Yeah, they did the shit.
Holy fuck.
Trying to say.
Did you ever watch a horror movie that maybe when you were younger and it just fucked you up so bad that you could just never watch it and you had a very irrational fear of it?
Fire in the Sky.
I don't know what that is.
Fire in the Sky was I don't remember the exact year, but it was in the mid 1990s. I can give you an exact year on that real quick. Fire in the Sky. I watched it when I was pretty young. It came out in 1993, so that would have made me 8.
I was 1.
And I watched it, I'd say maybe just like a year after it came out, because I remember watching it on VHS, and I watched it with my dad, so that probably would have been 94 that I saw this, maybe about 9 years old. And I watched this movie, and okay, so the whole premise of Fire in the Sky, you haven't seen it, and there's probably other people who haven't seen it. Fire in the Sky is a movie, it's kind of like a documentary about a guy who was abducted by aliens and disappears. He's out hanging out with his buddies, drinking, and they're out in the forest and shit, and he gets abducted by aliens, and he disappears, and it's based on a true story from what I remember. As he disappears, here we go, I'll give you the synopsis. A group of 5 men are driving home after work in a forest, and they see a mysterious light only to be sucked up by a flying saucer. The other 4 men report the strange event, but they are skeptically interrogated by Lieutenant Frank Walters, who suspects that a murder beyond Walters' appearance. All right, so what happens is that the guy disappears, he's abducted by aliens, and then they're questioned for his murder. And then he reappears 3 months later, walking down the side of a highway, butt-ass naked, with random surgical incisions on him, and no memory, and has no idea what the hell happened to him or anything like that. And they find a fucking computer chip embedded into his neck, but they can't trace back what the chip is. It's like a tracking device. So that's what this whole movie's about. Is about alien abduction and about him recounting what had happened from the bits and pieces that he could pull from being hypnotized and whatever, right? And that movie scared the living shit out of me when I was a kid. Like, fucked me up for months, man. I didn't want to sleep in my bed alone. I didn't want to be alone, man. I was just
fear of abduction.
Yeah, I was absolutely terrified that aliens were definitely gonna take me. I was like, oh yeah, I'm like, this is prime. Why not? Why not take me? Absolutely, I'm fantastic. They're gonna abduct me for sure. But I had a very, very, very irrational fear about that for quite a while, and still to this day, to an extent, that movie. I think because it put such a psychological scar on me that if I were to rewatch it, I think it would still kind of fuck with me. I don't know why. It wasn't even a particularly well done film, but it definitely made.
Like, was it shot like a documentary, like you mentioned?
I honestly don't remember. I mean, I seriously haven't seen it. I haven't seen it
since.
You know, I haven't seen it since.
Wow.
I haven't seen it since.
Could you watch it today?
Yeah, I probably could. And then I would feel bad because I'd be like, this shit sucks. But and I think there's 2 reasons that I haven't rewatched it. Is one, because I'm afraid that I would still be afraid. And 2 is that if I were to watch it again, I'd be like, it's fucking embarrassing. Like, why was I scared of this movie? So yeah, I haven't seen it.
And see, Child's Play was always that movie for me, man.
Yeah.
Chucky the Killer Doll. The first one especially, like, that's just fucking the most terrifying thing you could probably ever see as a kid, is a toy that you love and that you're super excited to play with and you play with all the time. Now it's become sentient and it's fucking stabbing people to death. And it's going to kill you. It's become possessed by a serial killer, and it's going to kill the fuck out of you.
It's either going to kill you or it's going to kill everyone around you, and you're going to be like, hey, will you stop killing things?
Bro, I'm not going to bullshit with you. Anytime I was like flipping through TV and I even caught a glimpse, I had to shut my eyes and look away. This shit happened until I was 15, bro. That movie scarred me, dude. I couldn't watch any of the rest of them until I was at least 16, 17 years old. And then watching them, realized they're fucking comical almost.
Yeah, they are.
Like,
I will tell you that.
Past the first 2. Like, the first 2 were still pretty kind of horrific. But past that, it just got cheesy as fuck. And I'm like, how was I scared of this?
It is pretty fucked up to see the Bride of Chucky. And they have that sex scene.
Oh, yeah.
The dolls are having sex. That's
at that point, you're like, really?
That's going to leave a mental scar.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was...
And shit, that'll probably get remade just like everything else is. Although some remakes are looking good, like the It remake. I mean, I guess it's
I think the It
technically
remake looks a whole lot better than the original, man. I didn't give a shit about the original.
I mean, is it technically a remake? Because the original wasn't really a movie. It was a miniseries, just like The Stand was a miniseries. It wasn't a movie.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was a television miniseries, but the way, if you didn't watch it like that first night or whatever, the way it's presented when you do watch it or whatever just seems like a movie because they just run it all together, and that's why it's fucking 3.5 hours.
I think it still counts because they came out with it on DVD, and I watched it so many times.
Okay.
The first half of that movie is awesome. The second half is terrible.
The second half, I think, definitely kind of stutters a little bit.
I think that maybe I could possibly revisit the original It, but I remember it not doing anything for me.
I liked it for what it was,
I didn't
man.
give a shit about it.
Tim Curry was terrifying in that, dude. He was fucking horrific.
Yeah,
Absolutely horrific.
and he was, I guess.
No, he's still alive.
Oh, I thought he died. I thought he died last year because the fucking 80 celebrities died last year.
Yeah.
I thought he died last year.
He's just super old, and I think he's confined to a wheelchair now. Like, he's definitely has a lot of health problems. But I mean, he's still around.
Menacing guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's the dad in the Addams Family, right?
No, that was Raul Julia.
And he's dead.
He's most definitely dead.
Yeah.
He was the dad
Okay.
in The Wild Thornberrys.
The voice of,
The voice of, at least. But yeah, I mean, like that looks really good. Actually, that looks actually old school horror.
What, the remake? Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
And it looked good. I just wasn't a fan of the original. But with that being said, though, I don't really. I would like to see the remake. I don't know. I think I need to revisit the original to see if it's still something that I'm not really big into.
I think any of those like King style movies, like Stephen King style movies and stuff, I think a lot of those are better off not being revisited because I felt like they were great as is, like Misery,
Rose Red,
Cujo,
Christine.
I thought The Stand was really good.
Carrie.
Carrie.
Well, Carrie
got that remake, but it was hit and miss.
It was hit and miss.
The Shining.
I still like the original more. The Shining, that shouldn't really.
Well, they can't do that anyway because I mean, no one's going to be able to tackle that like Stanley Kubrick did.
You
Right.
remember that they did remake The Shining.
They did?
Did they?
It was a made-for-TV movie, kind of like it was.
Fuck that.
And the guy that played Jack Nicholson's role was one
Jack
of the guys,
Torrance?
Yeah, he was one of the guys from Wings.
That's devastating.
Man.
That's absolutely devastating.
Well, that completely killed everything about my mood today.
That's
I had
devastating.
no idea that existed.
Oh, and they completely changed the ending to make it like you were saying when we were off air. How Dustin was saying, or Mr. Flapjacks.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. I've already fucking said Caleb and Kelly and then.
Yeah, I don't even know why we tried
Handles
anymore.
or handles, whatever.
Yeah.
And he was saying that every horror movie has just always a feel-good ending. I'm like, fuck, no, it doesn't.
I would say a majority of them does. Anyways, go ahead.
But in this one, they completely did that. They said, no, Dad's not going to die at the end in the way that Jack Nicholson did. He's going to die in the end by protecting his family.
From
Wow.
Yep.
From what, Ghost?
From the house or hotel or whatever it was.
Good.
It's terrible.
That's stupid.
Good, I'm glad.
That's
I'm glad.
really dumb.
Well, I've never seen or heard of it, so I'm going to choose to believe that never existed ever. That way I can keep my fond memories of Stanley Kubrick's The Shining from the 80s completely intact.
I believe that Stephen King actually wrote a sequel to The Shining not long ago, and I think it's called Dr. Sleep, and it's actually... So Jack Torrance is the dad. Mm-hmm. What was the son's name? Danny Torrance. It's him as an adult. It's a sequel to that. I don't know if they'll ever adapt that.
I'd rather they didn't.
But he did write a sequel to it not long ago, probably only a couple years ago.
I'd rather they didn't, because no one's going to recapture.
Or at least the paperback came out a few years ago.
No one's going to recapture that intensity and that fear and that weirdness.
Jack Nicholson did a fucking amazing job.
Oh yeah,
as Jack Torrance, man. There's a reason that it's so goddamn iconic. Is here's Johnny. Like it's I don't think that it would have been nearly as iconic without Stanley Kubrick being the director and
without Ed McMahon.
Yeah, and without Jack Nicholson being Jack Torrance,
a crazy person.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
But yeah, a lot of those.
I tell you what, one of the most terrifying moments that I've ever had is actually like at a sleepover way back in the day. I was probably in like 9th grade at the time, and I was over at a buddy's house, and we were doing like a sleepover LAN party. And I fell asleep on the couch, and we were watching The Shining. And there's a part in the middle of the movie where Shelley Duvall has this like blood-curdling scream, and I woke up to that fucking scream, and I like damn near shit my pants. I jumped off the couch and just started running and in random fucking directions. Like, we're gonna die. We're gonna die at any moment. Like, I don't fucking know where that's coming from.
Like, what is happening?
We're gonna die. Like, you guys hear this scream? Like, we're moments from death. Why the fuck are you guys just laying in the floor? We're gonna die. But she did a fantastic job. I don't know, man. The casting on that was fantastic.
See, all those types of works, though, those are the ones that shouldn't be retouched, man.
No. Yeah.
Now, by all fucking means, please remake The Langoliers. God damn, that was fucking awful.
That was awful, but a great fucking story. Like, a lot of really good potential on that. But a shitty made for TV sci-fi
with
special.
Horrific CGI.
Yeah, with really bad. They're eating their fucking shit.
And Bronson Pinchot being a fuck.
Yeah, it was bad.
That guy.
It was bad. I still liked it because I like B-grade shit. But they could have.
I do too, to a degree, man. But goddamn, dude, that's tough to stomach.
I don't know if that was even B grade as much as it was just like
Z-grade.
Why the fuck did we make this?
who wrote the check on this? Who cleared the check?
Speaking of B grade,
Oh my god, please.
Netflix launched the revamped Mystery Science Theater 3000 today.
Yeah, they did. That happened this morning.
Yes.
That happened this morning. So we watched literally like 10 minutes of it. Right? Because we were busy.
I put it on earlier too.
We were busy. And they did an absolute fantastic job. Or at least in the first 10 minutes of it. It's got that really, really true to form feel of the original Mystery Science Theater 3000. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm actually really excited about it. Kel J. Were you Kelly J? I don't fucking remember. we sat there feeling like children.
Yeah.
Watching it.
Kiddos.
Kiddos.
I think I want to change my name to Mocha. Can we just do that?
Mocha?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you're brown.
I'm peanut butter colored.
Okay. Okay, we'll do that.
What? Are you looking around?
How are you? They're texting each other?
Yes.
Right? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you're involved now.
Shit reminds me of Tony Hawk's Underground.
Did you send that to him as well? Okay. Okay. So, and you watched? You don't even remember the original Mr.
There's no way I was even alive when that was on.
No.
I probably was not even thought of. When that what year did that come out?
It came out in the 90s. It went on into the 2000s.
It came out. It was. I think it originally came out in 1989.
It could be right.
Yeah, no idea.
It jumped from Comedy Central to sci-fi to God knows where.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it came out in either the very late 1980s to the very early 1990s. But here's the thing, though, Caleb, is that I know that you're significantly younger than all of us, but you also know a whole lot about shit that people your age shouldn't know about. MST, yes, 3K.
Is that the abbreviation?
Yes, MST 3K has come back.
Mystic.
Has come back, and if you guys don't know, if anybody doesn't know, and Caleb vaguely knows, is that it was a show that was basically based on this dude who was held against his will, and he had robot friends, and the form of punishment was that he had to watch like B and C grade movies, and then they just add commentary onto these B and C grade movies, and it was absolutely hilarious. So they've breathed air back into this whole series with a different guy, well, different people in general, but the robots are back. Everything is pretty much stayed true to the late 1980s, late 1990s version of the show. Even it's got the same theme song and everything. I mean, it feels like you just hopped in a time portal and went 20 years back in time, and it stays very true to it. And I'm actually very, very, very happy to see that. I loved watching it as a kid, and even watching it as a teenager. I loved that show, and I have a special place in my heart for B grade movies, for C grade movies, for shitty movies, for what people would deem to be bad movies, what people would critics would deem to be bad movies. So my question to you guys is, as we wrap this up and we get out of here tonight, what's your favorite B grade movie? Sharknado. Here's the fucked up thing.
That's not even a question.
Here's the fucked up thing. That's pretty much mainstream by this point. It's not even. Yeah. It's purposely made.
It's still a good one though. But
it's purposely
That's why it makes me love it more, man. Because people are more starting to accept it as being a shitty movie, but they're still massive fans of it because of how shitty and how hilarious it is to make fun of it. And that's what the best part is, dude. You fucking talk to people and you're like, oh yeah, I really love like B movies and shitty fucking movies like Zombievers, Sharknado, all that bullshit. And they're like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You don't like good shit, bro? You don't like The Godfather, bro? Like, yeah, dude, I love fucking movies like The Godfather and shit, but dude. No, they need to make more, dude. I want to see fucking 40 of these bitches.
Bad,
I want to see. What do you mean they're getting bad? They were always bad. They can't get worse.
Yeah, but that last one was really terrible.
Last one was great. He had a fucking lightsaber chainsaw in space, and the Hoff was there, and Gary Busey. Terry was an android, bro. How do you not want to watch this shit? That movie sounds great as fuck. If you pitched that to me, I would say, here's a blank check. Write whatever amount of money you need in the box. I will pay it.
It's not my top, though. Well, Tremors.
Yeah.
I think Tremors is a solid choice. Original Tremors, like Kevin Bacon, or when it started to get shitty, like Tremors 3 with ass blasters.
Its whole evolution.
What was the one where they were like in the Old West and shit? And Bert's ancient ancestor, 4, it was 4. He had that fucking elephant punt gun. And just blasted the fuck out of them worms. It was dope, dude.
When they used
they're still making those.
Remote control cars, like that was my favorite.
They're still making those. There's a newer one with Bert's son, and it's and it's Jamie Kennedy.
Wait, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't see that, dude. Oh my god,
it's fucking Jamie Kennedy as his son, and they're still shooting ass blasters and graboids and everything. It's great.
It's not horrible.
They made a TV show out of it.
Oh, see, that's too far.
It was on Sci-Fi though. What do you expect?
Mine would be Death Race 2000. I think it's called.
The one that was back in the 1970s.
Yeah, that was called Death Race 2000 because it was quote unquote futuristic at the time. 1970s.
That was David Carradine, right?
Yeah. And Stallone.
Pretty bad.
Wasn't it like way more brutal and way better because they remade it with what's his face, Statham?
It was ultra violent, back in the
compared to that version.
Yeah, they ran over babies. And
you get more points. You get points for killing people with your car in the nationwide car race, and you get more points for old people and babies.
Jesus.
So they would take out nursing homes, and like the cars would be souped up with like killing devices, like
They were horrible.
Giant knives and guns, but it was in the 70s,
so
right?
Bad. So it's a fucking go-kart.
Yeah, they look like go-karts. But the movie is just...
they kind of just like added...
It's terribly awesome.
Fiberglass too.
They just taped a knife to a Yamaha and just said fucking run with it.
Do it.
There's like boobies in it and stuff if you're into that. And
love boobies.
Stallone
Yeah, boobies are great.
smacking bitches in the face.
Yeah, he straight up... No, he
You could do that
punched
shit,
her,
Oh, he
dude.
punched her.
Yeah, he punched her in
he
the
did
face.
punch her.
Everyone in the 70s punched him. Longest yard, Burt Reynolds smacked the fuck out of that bitch at the beginning before he sold her car and just started drinking and shit.
Yeah.
And they played Saturday Night Special for Leonard Skinner. You could get away with that shit. No one gave a fuck. Who are you? What? You were to tell Burt Reynolds he can't smack the fuck out of a woman?
I think that mine would probably be... we're going to go with... we'll probably go with Hatchet 2.
Electric Boogaloo?
Of the Hatchet series. Anybody know anything about Hatchet?
No idea what that is.
Okay.
Not a clue.
So it's a B grade series of films, and it's just this like fucking deformed guy.
Isn't it someone semi-famous?
I don't know. No, he's all deformed. I
Like
don't
a
remember who the
wrestler
fuck
or
it is.
something?
It might be because he's a huge dude.
Mickey Rourke.
He's a huge dude, and he's all deformed and shit, and his face is all fucked up, and he just kills people with a hatchet.
Yeah, sounds like Mickey
And the
Rourke.
swamp. Exactly. It might honestly be like they might just be following Ricky Mork with a Ricky.
It was a documentary, dude.
With a
It
fucking
was real,
camera,
yeah.
and they're just like, "Hey, fucking, he just keeps killing kids with a hatchet. What are you gonna do?"
His brain no good. Too much boxing.
Yeah, but so the series is fantastic, and there's one scene in particular that stands out for me that I love the series is that they're because it's a B grade horror flick, so there's gonna be titties and fucking right. So this dude is having sex with this chick doggy style, right, and they're just in the middle of the swamp because nothing makes you any hornier than being in a swamp, right? Like that's just gets your juices flowing, right? And he's fucking her from behind, he's doggy style, and then Hatchet, because he doesn't have a name, Hatchet comes out and hatchets that motherfucker because that's what he does. It cuts his head off, and as his body is spasming,
But still fucking.
he's just spasming in her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's fucking awesome! That's amazing! Yeah, oh my god!" And he's just fucking spasming without a fucking head, and blood's flying fucking everywhere, all over the goddamn place.
Holy shit!
Just a volcano of blood, and she comes from it, and then turns around and realizes that there's a severed head that's fucking her, and then Hatchet kills her, and
What's the name of that movie with that dude with the killer penis?
that's it. That's how that scene
When
goes.
did you see this movie in your lifetime?
It was a while ago.
How?
Dude, he used to watch fucked up shit.
Adam, do you know what it is? The movie with the dude with the killer penis. It like detaches and like kills people and then reattaches itself to the dude's body. He's got like an alien demon dick.
I think I've seen that. That's something you don't forget.
And then I think a woman swallows a dude with her vagina.
What?
She's got a demon vagina. And it just swallows a dude whole.
I
remember
have no
that.
idea what you're talking about.
It's some kind of fucked up B-grade horror movie, and I just remember the dude's got a killer dick. And
I
the
feel like
chick-
you're making that up. Like that's
If I am, we need to get on this shit immediately because this is a multi-million-dollar
racist food and killer dicks and
detachable demon dicks and Hoover vaginas.
yeah,
Only thing I know close to that was a movie called Teeth.
which the woman's vagina had
Vagina
teeth.
Yeah.
Bit that dude's dick off and fed it to his dog. Fuck you. Nope.
Fuck.
Ugh.
I'll set that one out.
What's that Peter Jackson movie that was kind of B-grade? The zombie one, and the dude's
How do you remember all these names?
the dude's killing people with a lawnmower, and there's that kick-ass preacher. And
I
they-
don't know. He's really
I
good.
do.
Brain
There's
dead.
no
Yeah.
fucking way.
Brain dead.
Brain dead.
That
yeah.
movie's fucking gory and amazing as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like that one bald guy and the other short hair guy.
Actually, I changed my answer to brain dead.
That's your number one.
That's brain dead.
That's
for sure.
that's the one. Okay.
What's yours?
What?
Oh, he already had one. It was.
Oh, wait, he already
It was something fucking.
Oh, it's Tremors. Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
Tremors. Yeah, that's what.
You
it
trying to discredit my
I
answer.
was
You
fucking-
can't
who
remember my
cares?
answer.
I'm not gonna
You trying
discredit it.
discredit
It's just so
Terrible.
forgettable.
Fucked up.
It's like what's everybody's.
Well, whatever it was,
That's the
it was
default
horrible.
answer. Fucking, I don't know. Tremors. Fucking snake dicks. Fucking snake dicks.
Fucking Reba McEntire shooting them with
AR-15s.
and
cars and shit.
And Kevin Bacon and Mr. Miyagi are fucking them up in the West.
Solving the goddamn problems of the West.
Just fucking them to death.
Snake dicks.
Fred, what's
tunneling.
his dick? Just beating the ass.
So apparently my answer wasn't accepted.
It almost never is. So
that is a good point. Yeah.
Get better answers.
Try harder.
I'm going to win y'all over in time.
Yeah, I believe you will.
Good luck.
I'm worried.
You have it in our hearts.
Good luck. You got moxie, kid.
You got moxie.
Killing it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that concludes this segment. I appreciate you guys joining us.
Any final thoughts?
Any final thoughts?
Kel J, go. Or Mocha, whatever, go. Mocha Frappuccino, 2 pumps.
Mocha Diva face.
What?
Mocha,
what am I doing?
Mocha Assassin. Final thoughts.
You have any final thoughts?
Nope.
All right.
Okay.
Kaz, final thoughts.
That chicken I ate was pretty good.
Well, that's okay.
Flippity flap flap.
I appreciate everybody for listening. Shout out to our sponsor, Heck Daddy's Catering. Follow us on Facebook.
We'll forever be the sponsor.
Aside from that, man, you guys you stay classy.
Yeah. So anyway, world lost a fantastic storyteller and comedian this week. I just want to say rest in peace, Charlie Murphy. I hope you are telling all your fantastic celebrity Hollywood stories in heaven. And Prince is serving you flapjacks, man. Just serving you pancakes after a b-ball game because that's how the fucking world goes. So rest in peace. You're the best. Way funnier than Eddie. Don't give a fuck.
Fuck Eddie.
Come at me.
Fuck you, Eddie.
Come at me. Fuck
you.
That's all I got, bro. So peace out, everybody.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Bitches.